You are approaching a threshold of conscious awakening. This is Inner Orbit with Auburn Lily, and I'm your host. And today I want to talk with you about Uranus's entrance into Gemini. This weekend, April 25th, 2026, Uranus is going to re-enter the air sign Gemini. So let's get into it. Uranus in Gemini is a conscious awakening on a massive scale. Uranus electrifies the airwaves of the mutable Uranus electrifies the airwaves of the mutable air sign from April 25th, 2026 until August 3rd, 2032, stimulating new thought forms, wielding new technological advancements, and and connecting consciousness in new and surprising ways. We got a glimpse of what's to come last year from July 7th through November 7th, 2025, when the planet of rebellion, disruption, freedom, innovation, inspiration, and humanitarianism grazed the edges of the thrumming atmosphere of Gemini. But there is a lot more where that came from. This is the beginning of an unflinching era. No more hesitation, no more turning back. This is it. So, for those keeping score, our outer planets have all made their final moves into their respective new signs for the next chapter of life. So, there's no more of this washing back and forth over these liminal thresholds between the paradigms of the past and those of the future. So, Pluto washing back and forth, Capricorn to Aquarius, Neptune and Saturn back and forth, Aries and Pisces, Uranus with this back and forth, Gemini and Taurus. Pluto is in Aquarius, firmly rooted until 2043. Neptune is in Aries until 2038. Uranus is in Gemini until 2032. And Saturn is in Aries until 2028. So, in this way, a new God has risen. A new world is being born. As we tend this sacred birth portal, we weave in a cosmic holy trinity as the midwife, the mother, and the babe. All at once, we are the stewards of the new world, the bridges between the worlds, and the new world itself. So, how do we hold this multiplicity in our bodies? How do we contain this allness in one, duality in unity? This is the medicine of Gemini. Before we jump into the details of how this powerful transit is going to not infect, no. Oh God. Before we jump into the details of this powerful transit and what it means for your zodiac signs, I would love to invite you into our magical community space, the Crystalline Coven. Each month, we gather for at least one free event and one exclusive event for our paid subscribers. When you join, you'll get instant access to our Coven archives, and your seat is saved at our live events. So, coming up for April 2026, we have Invoke, our Uranus and Gemini celestial ceremony on Saturday, April 25th at 7 p.m. Eastern. And the replay will be uploaded within 24 hours of the live call. So, in today's episode, I'm going to share a brief overview of what we can expect from this world bringing transit. But at our event this weekend, we're going to take this understanding to a whole new level through embodied ritual, meditative journeying, and expansive wisdom sharing. Together, we'll explore the Uranus and Gemini archetype, what to expect based on your sun, moon, and rising signs, journal prompts for vibrational alignment, a meditative journey to anchor into the highest timeline, and group spell work and community sharing to close us out. Then at the tail end of the month, as always, we're going to gather for our free gathering, which is the astrology of the month ahead. So for the astrology of May, we'll gather on Thursday, April 30th at 7 p.m. Eastern. And again, that replay will be posted within 24 hours. And We're going to gather just to wade through the frequencies of the astrology to come. This particular gathering falls on Beltane Eve, so we will most certainly be getting a little witchy with it in the group ritual. This replay will be posted as an episode here on Inner Orbit with Auburn Lily on May 1st, but you can become a free subscriber over on Substack to join us live if you're not already there with us. So let's get back into this Uranus and Gemini journeying. Just before Uranus enters the air sign, Venus, goddess of love and beauty, graces the final degree of Taurus, kissing the Uranus and Taurus era goodbye for good. Now, Uranus entered Taurus all the way back in 2018 and will not return to the fixed Earth sign until 2102. So that's all, folks. um, with her loving embrace and allure in her domicile. Venus makes her mark on the revolutionary mind that is Uranus, lighting the path forward with loving intention and radiant presence. Venus makes her entrance into the electric aura of Gemini on April 24th, 2026, with Uranus close behind, joining the planet of magnetism and adoration on April 25th. If you're tuning into this transmission in real time, this Venus Uranus conjunction is already active. It began on April 19th and will continue onward even as the planets cross the Taurus Gemini threshold through April 29th. Although the conjunction peaks in Taurus just before Venus enters Gemini on April 24th. As Venus flirts her way through Gemini, she lays a foundation of loving kindness that brings a warmth to what would have likely otherwise been a cold, calculated beginning to the era. This heat, this passion, this divine feminine essence brings us into a higher, more loving state of being. It reminds us that at the heart of revolution is community care, that the answer to disconnect, to harm, is soul level connection and love. Uranus's entrance into Gemini is pretty immediately going to awaken sextiles to Saturn and Neptune in Aries and a trine to Pluto in Aquarius. These harmonious aspects offer threads of power to the change that both Pluto and Uranus plan to offer the world. Later this summer, when Jupiter enters Leo on June 30th, the planet of luck and expansion will form another sextile to Uranus, likely bringing an undeniable focus to where Uranus is activating your chart and your life. We'll talk more about the frequencies of these transits at our Invoke ceremony this Saturday. So if you haven't already, save your seat. I'll include the link in the show notes. So now let's go through sign by sign and find out what Uranus and Gemini is bringing into your life. So for each sign, what I've done is illustrated where Uranus has been activating your life and where Uranus is going to be activating your life, and then offering these sacred affirmations in the name of aligning with the highest potential. So, as always, I would listen for your rising sign to get a sense of what you may experience in the waking world. Think initiations, events, and tangible experiences. For your sun sign, this may illuminate what's alive within you, radiating from you, and coming up to be expressed. And then, if you want to listen for your moon as well, I find that we can witness the emotional influence and what's engaging our intuitive body when we read for our moon sign. So, here we go. Aries, you're up first. Uranus is moving out of your realm of resource and value and into your channel of communication, of truth, of the power of your voice. Your affirmation for this era is the truth on my tongue is sacred medicine for the collective. When I speak my truth, I create my heaven on earth. Taurus, Uranus is moving out of your first house of self and into the realm of value, resource, and worth. Your affirmation for this era is I am released from all ties, binds, and agreements that keep me outside the resourced life I desire. When I look around at the life I've built, I see evidence of true wealth. Gemini, Uranus is moving out of the liminal realms of your 12th house and into your first house of selfhood, identity, and dawning radiance. Your affirmation for this era is I am free to be me. When I show up as my most authentic self, I am seen, I am held, I am cherished, and I am rewarded instantaneously. Cancer, Uranus is moving out of your 11th house of community and contribution and into the realm of retreat, rebirth, innate magic, and acquired wisdom. Your affirmation for this era is rest is a sacred currency. When I allow myself time to simply be with what is, I receive blessings beyond measure. I receive visions, messages, synchronicities, and signs that affirm my alignment and light the way forward. Leo, Uranus is moving out of the realm of your legacy, career, and work in the world and into your 11th house of community, connection, and contribution. Your affirmation for this era is my community truly sees me and embraces me for who I truly am. The radiance of my beingness revolutionizes and revitalizes my life in pulsing waves of sunbeamed upgrades. Virgo, Uranus is moving out of your house of spirituality, expansion, and soul questing, and into the realm of your legacy and the work you do in the world. Your affirmation for this era is my influence is supercharged. My influence supercharged. I weave the legacy I was meant to live. As I embrace the sheer visibility of these new heights, I allow my true purpose to lead. Libra, Uranus is moving out of your inner depths, shadows, and mutual reciprocity and into the realm of expansion, evolutionary wisdom, and exploration. Your affirmation for this era is there's a truth that only I can tell, and it's high time to share it with the world. When I follow the curious pulse of my inner explorer, I open to breakthrough, miracle, and wonder. Scorpio, Uranus is moving out of your relational realm and into the 8th house of intimacy, mutual investment, and the shadowy depths. Your affirmation for this era is I thrive in right relationship and mutual reciprocity. I deeply gaze into the beautiful darkness of my innermost depths, tending and befriending my shadows. The universe doth provide. Sagittarius, Uranus is moving out of your 6th house of ritual, responsibility, and embodiment and into your relational realm and magnetism. Your affirmation for this era is I honor my relationships as sacred mirrors that provide honest feedback about my magnetic impulses. I calibrate the electromagnetic field of my heart to be a match for precisely what I wish to receive. Capricorn, Uranus is moving out of the realm of joyful expression in the inner child and into the temple of your 6th house, your regulation, your routines, your responsibility. Your affirmation for this era is when I tend what must be tended, miracles abound. I lovingly embrace the responsibility to live life in service to the highest potential outcome. Aquarius, Uranus is moving out of your roots and into your realm of joyful expression and the inner child. Your affirmation for this era is I consciously create safety for my inner child. And when I do, my self compassion expresses as radiant, influential joy. My authentic expression is received in the warm glow of adoring attention. Pisces, Uranus is moving out of the realm of your communication, your truth, your voice, and into your fourth house of ancestry, lineage, and foundational support. Your affirmation for this era is: my foundation is strong, my roots are deep, withstanding the test of time. I release any and all generational curses and fully embrace the blessings of my lineage. We'll explore the themes for each sign more thoroughly at Invoke this Saturday at 7 p.m. Eastern, and the replay, again, will be available within 24 hours of the event. So, obviously, I want you to come live. Let's hang out. But if you can't make it, you will get an email from me with the replay on Sunday. So amazing news, y'all. We are well on our way to celebrating 1,000 downloads. As I'm preparing this transmission for you, we're sitting just above 750 plays since our debut earlier this month. I seriously cannot thank you enough for your support, your trust, your love. This project has been on my heart for so long, and I truly can't put into words how joyous I am to be so well received. To celebrate, I want to give away a 1 year paid subscription to Inner Orbit and a one-on-one astrology reading with me. I'll share all the details once we break 1K plays, and if we hit any additional milestones once the giveaway begins, who knows, maybe I'll sweeten the deal, add some more prizes, add some more slots for prizes, more winnings for more people. We'll see. So make sure you're subscribed to Inner Orbit on Substack and follow me on Instagram for all the giveaways. So if you want the scoop, make sure you're subscribed to Inner Orbit on Substack and follow me on Instagram for all the details of our 1K giveaway. If you enjoy tuning in or reading along over on Substack, please leave us a review. Oh, if you enjoy tuning in or reading along over on Substack, please leave us a review if you feel called. It truly helps new podcasts get off the ground. So if you're feeling it, please help us out by leaving a review either on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you tune into podcasts. If you're a witchy author or entrepreneur or a spiritual being who's got some wisdom to share, we want to feature you on the pod. So make sure you fill out a guest application if you're feeling it. And as always, all the links that I promised in today's episode are in the show notes. I love you so much. Blessed be.